Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is for CA final students who are going to appear in their upcoming May 2026 exams. Friends, in this video, what I'm going to do is, I am going to do analysis of last 5 attempts CA final direct tax paper. This PDF is already uploaded on our Telegram channel, which is JB Learning's Pratik Bhatt. So friends, I am not going to waste your time and discuss each and every point of the last 5 attempts. But what I am going to do is, from May 2024 to January 2026, all those questions which have come in your descriptive or your MCQs, I am going to discuss with you only few special observations. So now only 1 month is left for your examination. So I don't want to waste your time in discussing what was asked in detail, because the PDF is already there. You can, absolutely see the PDF, and you must also be following institute's module or some author notes. So you might be knowing that which question might be asked where, but this is a very good analysis, which will help you to prepare for your exams. Friends, before I start, this is only an analysis. As we know, in CA Inter as well as CA Final, there is no promised fixed paper pattern from the ICAI, correct? So there cannot be a fixed paper pattern. So this is only an analysis, correct? So let us start, everybody. The analysis for CA Inter is already uploaded on the YouTube channel. So if you have some friends, family, relatives who are there in CA Inter, then you can also suggest them. The Inter analysis is already done. Now friends, my special observation in CA final is that and yes, this entire video is going to be there in English, so that maximum students can take benefit of this. All right. So friends, my special observation in CA final is that section 115 BAC is very important. Friends, whenever in JB Learnings we are taking test series for CA final students for direct tax and indirect tax. So what I have seen in direct tax is that as far as section 115 BAA, BAB is concerned, which are special tax rates for company, students are studying those sections very well. But when it comes to section 115 BAC, I have seen many students who are making mistakes in this part, because generally it is assumed, not by every student, but maybe by few of the students, that 115 BAC is, individual centric, HUF centric, not very important. But that is not the case, friends, because in the last 5 years, in every examination, they have asked something from section 115 BAC. So now if I can show you, there is one question on tax calculation which was about 115 BAC. Then in Jan 26 also there was one tax calculation which was about 115 BAC. Because friends, whenever they ask you questions about an individual, whether resident or non-resident, then it has to be mentioned in the question whether it is 115 BAC or opted out of 115 BAC. So, whenever I am checking test series paper, there are many students who are making small silly mistakes in 115 BAC. Then friends, the question 3B, which is about DTAA, double taxation avoidance agreement. So this question is asked in all the attempts in question 3B. In that question also, it is always individual centric, correct? That we already know. But whenever you are solving that sum, they always give you in the question whether it is opted for 115 BAC or opted out of 115 BAC. So friends, in CA final also, 115 BAC is very important. So my CA Inter students already know that they have to study 115 BAC, because for them it is like most important. But for CA final also it is very important. All right, friends, the second analysis is the TDS TCS charitable trust transfer pricing and penalty. So there is nothing great which I am sharing that this is going to be asked in the exam. So everyone knows TDS, TCS, charitable trust, transfer pricing and penalty is definitely going to be asked. But the good observation which I have done is it is asked in descriptive as well as MCQ. So, for charitable trust, there is a question which is generally reserved, which is normally question 3A. So, in question 3A, 3 times they asked charitable trust case study based question. and 2 times it was calculation of total income of a charitable trust. But what I have observed is that in spite of asking in descriptive, they are asking TDS, TCS in charitable trust and transfer pricing also in MCQs. So TDS, TCS, charitable trust, transfer pricing, and different penalties. They are asking in descriptive as well as MCQs. Then you cannot leave any chapters in option. Friends, this is a very common questions of all students. Just before the exams, they are generally, asking this question to the professors. Sir, is it possible to leave anything in option? Sir, can you give us ABC analysis? So I am a very big thumbs up for ABC analysis. I don't have any problem in that. But you can hardly leave anything in option, friends. Because, friends, if you see your question number, you can say question number 6, not question 6. It is a question which is theory. Yes, question 5B. So if you see question 5B, it is generally a theory question. And friends, they are never repeating this question. So it is article, sometimes it is article action plan 11, sometimes article 14 of UN model convention, BAPS action plan. So it is always a different question. So even your theory questions are taken care of by the institute. They are asking something from theory question as well. Then no fixed paper pattern except in 1 or 2 questions. So friends, you must be already knowing this, that charitable trust is a fixed question. So normally from last 5 attempts it is in question 3A. All right. Question 3B is DTAA, double taxation avoidance agreement. Question 4B is transfer pricing. Question 5A is generally case based questions. And in this they are giving you internal options, which is any 2 out of 3. So if those students who are listening and watching this video who have already given their exams in the past, they already know this. But maybe for the students who are giving their exams for the first time, May 26, for them this is something which is very important and they need to take care of this. Correct. Then question on penalty is also repeatedly asked. So, friends, penalty is something, penalty under 271, 271D, 271E, 270 capital A. So, this is something which is very favorite. Then dividend and deemed dividend. So, friends, deemed dividend under section 222E is very repeatedly asked. In dividend also, dividend earned by non-resident, dividend earned by resident, dividend, net of TDS is given in the question. Then chapter 6A deduction related to dividend, section 80M, this is also, regularly asked. And advance ruling is asked in all the attempts. So friends, from last 5 attempts, if you see your question number 6, it is advance ruling. So advanced ruling is there in all the attempts, friends. Same with tax planning, GAR, tax planning, tax management. So there are few chapters, tax audit, professional ethics, professional misconducts. So friends, there are few chapters which you already know are very important. But I thought I will make this analysis so that, when you go for your exams, you have a general idea. Obviously institute is always very smart. They can always change this entire paper pattern. There is one question which total income they will not change this, but other than that they can change the entire paper pattern, right? But friends, when we see analysis, we get to know a lot of things about the exams, right? In what type of preparations is required. We need to do theory also, we need to do MCQs also, we need to do case law based things, sums, etc, etc, etc. Now friends, in May 25, so the question number 1 is always total income of a company, right? But in May 25, the question also said that it was initially a partnership firm and then the partnership firm was converted into a company. So it was a bit, a bit different type of questions in May 25. Otherwise, it is always the total income question, all right? So friends, this was my analysis of your CA final paper, the PDF. So I have made, just before I end the video, I have made the analysis for MCQ also. In MCQ, there are 3 independent questions and 3 case scenarios. So if you are giving your exam in May 26 for the first time, this might be very helpful for you. So the independent questions are also asked, only one particular question, and the question only on that, and case scenario questions are also asked. All right. So friends, this was my analysis for your CA final direct tax paper. I am also going to make an analysis for your indirect tax paper very soon. And what you can do is, before you see my indirect tax video, what you can do is you can download this from my Telegram channel. All right. No if, no but, only but. All the best, everybody.